Look, man, I need you to hear me out, and not just with your ears, but listen with your chest, because I know where your head's at right now. You're probably wondering why being the nice guy just isn't working out. You're showing up, you're being thoughtful, you're being consistent, but something's still missing, right? She pulls away, she stops replying like she used to. She's distant, cold, and you're stuck there thinking, but I've done everything right. That's the thing. You did everything she told you she wanted, but not what she actually feels drawn to. Let me break something down for you. She doesn't want a checklist boyfriend. She doesn't want a guy who tiptoes around trying to make sure she's always comfortable. She wants a man who makes her feel something real. Not a routine, not safety wrapped in boredom. She wants fire, depth, something that moves her soul a little. You ever notice how the guys she's addicted to aren't always the most available? They're not the sweetest talkers, and some of them don't even try hard. But she sticks around. She obsesses. She waits for a text like her life depends on it. And you're wondering why. It's because those guys make her feel something unpredictable, something raw. They're not easy to read, and that mystery keeps her locked in. It's not about being toxic. Don't get it twisted. It's about not being afraid to be a man, not being afraid to lead. When you're always available, always explaining yourself, always asking what she wants, you lose the edge. You lose the polarity. You become soft clay, and she can mold you however she wants. And once she realizes that, she doesn't respect it. And without respect, there is no attraction. Here's what you need to understand. You don't need to be rude. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to stop bending. Stop folding every time the mood shifts. You hold your frame. That's it. You stand tall when she's testing you. You remain calm when she throws emotional chaos. She's not doing that to hurt you. She's doing that to see if you flinch, to see if you collapse. Because she wants to feel like she's with a man who doesn't fall apart. She doesn't want a guy who gives up his entire world just to orbit around hers. She wants a man who builds his world and lets her step into it. That's how she feels chosen, not chased. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever tried just saying less? Just letting the silence hang? Not rushing to explain, not rushing to fix. Just letting her wonder what's going on in your mind. That space, that tension, it creates attraction. Because it lets her feel the distance, the polarity. It allows her to lean in. If you're always filling the space with validation, she never gets the chance to miss you. And if she can't miss you, she can't value you. You don't get loyalty by doing more. You get it by being more. Not more available, more grounded, more centered. More sure of who you are, even when she's confused about who she is in that moment. A woman doesn't fall in love with what you do. She falls in love with how she feels around you. Your energy, your stillness, your unpredictability, and your confidence that doesn't need her approval. Stop treating her like she's going to vanish if you don't keep feeding her attention. That fear, she can smell it. And once she smells fear, the respect evaporates. Now I'm not saying ignore her. I'm not saying play games. I'm saying this. Show up fully when you do, but don't force it. Don't over-deliver. Don't try to prove anything. You want to know what she really wants? She wants to feel your edge, your masculinity. She wants to feel like she's being guided, not babysat. She wants a man who can challenge her emotionally, not agree with her on everything to avoid conflict. She wants contrast. That balance of warmth and strength, that mix of humor and seriousness. She wants to be surprised, not by big gestures, but by your depth. The moment she feels like she's got you figured out, the curiosity dies. And when the curiosity dies, the desire starts slipping with it. Be the man who doesn't always explain what he's thinking. Let your presence do the talking. Let your decisions show your values. Don't be afraid to disappoint her. Yeah, I said it. Don't go out of your way to do it, but don't live in fear of it either. Because the moment you start fearing her emotions, you hand her the power. And once the roles flip, she's no longer attracted. She might stay for comfort, but the fire's gone. Be okay with walking away if something crosses your line. Be okay with being misunderstood sometimes. Be okay with not always being liked in the moment. That's where your strength lies. Because the man who's rooted in himself is a rare breed today. And women feel that in their gut. That calm, unshakable energy. It's addictive. You don't need to play games. You need to master your own energy. Control your reactions. Lead with intention. Speak less, mean more. Show up, but don't smother. The best relationships aren't built on constantly trying to please. They're built on polarity, on mutual respect, on emotional depth, on challenge and mystery and presence. And if you can't bring that to the table, then no amount of flowers or good morning texts will make her stay. You want her loyalty? Then give her a reason to feel something she's never felt before. Not through gifts or words, but through the space you hold. She doesn't want to feel safe in a padded box of predictability. She wants to feel safe in the storm with a man who doesn't flinch. So stop trying to be the nice guy. Start becoming the grounded man. Let her feel your edge. Let her feel your calm. Let her feel your absence when needed. Because that's what sets you apart. And when she feels that, really feels it, she'll choose you not because she needs to, but because she wants to. That's the difference. That's the shift. And that's what makes you unforgettable. And one last thing, man, because I don't want you walking away thinking this is just about women. It's not. This whole conversation, it's about you. About who you are when no one's watching. About whether you're building yourself for real or just shaping yourself around someone else's mood, hoping they'll stay. You see, the real shift happens when you stop living in reaction to women and start living in alignment with your values. When you're not trying to win her anymore. When you've already won with yourself. That's when women take notice. That's when she feels something different around you, something she can't quite name, but it makes her come closer without knowing why. She doesn't want a guy who's trying to keep her with kindness. She wants a man who's already full without her and still chooses her. And that only happens when you're not outsourcing your worth to her reaction. You're not thinking, she smiled, so I'm okay today, or she pulled away, so something's wrong with me. No. You're steady, unmoved, and clear. That kind of man, he doesn't just get attention. He earns respect. He creates desire without needing to chase it. And when you walk like that, talk like that, live like that, every woman who comes across you will feel it. Some might test it, some might fall for it, but all of them will respect it. So build that version of you. Not for her, for you. That's the man she stays for. And if she doesn't, you still stand tall every damn time. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.